Yo guys, Floopes900's here. So, I'm going to be going over my June pickups. Uh, I did get a good bit last month. Not like a super outstanding amount, but I did get a good bit. And some of these games I've been looking for, so I was very happy. Um, my Vita games, I did pick up a lot of Vita games that definitely dominated this selection. But let's just get started. And by the way, they're kind of out of order. I mean, I did group games together, like all the Wii games are together and whatnot, but I did, like, I'm going to be jumping from, like, PSP to Wii and stuff like that, just throwing that out there. So starting off is a PSP game, and that is called Digimon Adventure. It is a import game that I actually found in the wild at Game On, which I don't know if anyone... I'm sure I've mentioned Game On at some point in my videos, but Game On is this awesome retro store that I go to every once in a while. That I go as often as I can because it's out of town, like an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. So I go as often as possible. It's an awesome store with a lot of awesome prices and awesome deals. I paid $10 for Digimon, so I was very, very pleased with that. But I haven't been able to play a whole lot of it because the PSP was actually almost dead when I tried it out, which made me very sad because this game follows the Digidestin's adventure through the digital world. Like the original Digidestin from Season 1. It follows them as whenever they were kids, and it had the opening cinematic of, or like a cutscene of, like, whenever the Digivices came to them at camp and all that hoopla. So I was like, oh, this looks so good. Couldn't play any of it, though. Made me sad. Moving on, which, by the way, some of these games I've been able to put some time into, some I have not. Just throwing that out there real quick. Deweys Adventure. So why did I pick this up? Well, honestly, it just looks kind of fun. I mean, some of these Wii games, like, they look so odd, but they can be like some of the best Wii games you can ever get. And you find them, like, sporadically too. And that's one thing I kind of like about them, because you can kind of just walk into a store, or mainly my GameStop. I can walk into my GameStop and they're just there. I'm just like, oh, cool, $5 for you. Fuck yeah, I'll get you. So I haven't actually played that one though yet. Haven't had the time. Jumping to PS2. I know I'm kind of going through this kind of like quick. I don't mean to. It's more the fact that since I haven't been able to sit down and play them a lot, I don't have a whole lot to say about them. Now, if I got to play every one of them, yeah, I'd probably be talking your ears off when we'd be here for like 30 minutes. But anyway, True Crime, New York City. So this actually is one of the games that I used to own for the PS2 back in the day. I did trade it into GameStop like an idiot, which I wish I didn't, but I paid like $4 for this. So I wasn't really that upset at that point because I was like, you know what, $4 to get this game back? Yeah, fucking doing it. So, yeah, and I've played just a tiny bit. And I want to get more into it because I do miss the game a lot. Because it was a lot of fun. I do remember I was kind of a bad cop, which wasn't a good thing. But, anyway, moving on. GameCube games. Shadow the Hedgehog. Another one of these games that I traded in forever ago, and I regret it, but I am glad to have it back. And actually, the next GameCube game I'm going to show, which I'm not going to show yet, but it's actually another game that I lost, and I never got back from letting someone borrow it and all this jazz. But I'm very happy to have that one back too, but we'll discuss that. So Shadow the Hedgehog is one of my favorite, well, not like my favorite games, but it's definitely one of, like, as far as, like, Sonic games go, yeah, this is, like, awesome for me. And the reason I say that is I'm not a huge Sonic person. Like, I'm not, like, over-the-top Sonic fan. But Shadow is, like, this rebellious hedgehog. And he cusses. And he uses guns. And as a child, I was like, oh my god, he's so fucking cool. And now I'm still like, yeah, he's still fucking cool. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for Shadow the Hedgehog. I've known to play some, and I do have to say that the game is still very awesome from what it was. It does have a few issues. I'm not going to disregard that, but the issues are small and mediocre, and I don't think they're that big. Sonic Riders. This is the game that I loaned to somebody and never got it back, unfortunately. But I do have it now, and that's okay. And I did have the PS2 version whenever the one I lent somebody, and I'm actually kind of happy that I got the GameCube version instead. I don't really have a preference when it comes to GameCube and PS2, but for some reason, I don't know, I just really... When I saw this on GameCube, I was like, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect for me. And Don't ask me why, I don't know. Some games I do prefer getting on GameCube. Some games I prefer on PS2. I'm just a little weird like that. It's not really because one's better than the other. It's just that's how I prefer it. So, yeah. Anyway. Moving on to N64 games. I only got one, but God, is that beautiful. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, yes, I did finally get me a fucking Zelda copy. Finally! I've seen this game at a few retro stores before, and $40, I just didn't have it on me at the moment. But when I went back to this time, oh yeah, I had it, and I saw it, and I was like, fucking give it to me. I'm taking Zelda out of your fucking store today. Very happy about that. Now, unfortunately, my N64 is on the other side of the house in another room that I can't get to. So, well, I can get to it during the day, but I don't have time during the day to play the game. So, most of my game playing is at night. You guys see where this is going. Yeah, it's like, fuck. If I get the chance, I'll move the N64 and try to figure out how to put it in my room and all that with everything else in here. But anyway, moving on to PS3 games. I did get one, and that is Persona 4 Arena. Every time I found this game, the case was messed up. It was in a generic case. The book was missing. I was like, why can't I just find a great copy? Why? Well, out of town trip, you know what? Fucking found me a copy. Now, I've only played, like, tiny itty bit of it, and it's pretty nice. I have no real opinion on it, though, because I did, like, 2 seconds of fighting just to see how it was, and I thought it was okay, so that's about all I can get you. PS4 games, Town of Light. Okay, so this is not technically a horror game, but in another sense, it is. I don't know how to explain that, but it is a really awesome game where it's more, I guess you can kind of like call it an interactive game. Let's see, let me get the name. Let me see if I can get the name. Oh, Renee, there we go. 16-year-old girl who is going back to the asylum that she grew up in and was shut down, and she is going back to explore her childhood and find her missing doll Charlotte, and basically just kind of see things through her eyes now. And that's what we're doing. We're guiding her through this old abandoned asylum, and she's talking about this guy in there. He doesn't like you doing certain things. I don't know where that's going, but it is kind of creepy because I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? So, and it is M-rated, so obviously that's kind of like, oh, hey, it's kind of creepy, and it is, and it is. But anyway, there are actually, this is actually based off of a real asylum in, it was somewhere in Italy. Tuscany, maybe? Maybe I'm just so fucking wrong. I don't know. But anyway, there are actually some real location photographs in here, which is fucking beautiful, of the asylum. Just throwing that out there. And it is a legit fucking creepy place. I mean, they're not taking a night, obviously. But, I mean, think about it. Would you want to fucking stay here? I fucking wouldn't. Like, what the fuck, guys? I love how there's that one fucking wheelchair. Like, where the fuck did that come from? There's more of a surround picture of it. And then you have the closer up picture. It is a pretty nice game, though. I do recommend getting it if you're interested. It is on Amazon for like $20, and it's not really it's not a bad price. I can say that. So, yeah. It's actually one of those games I had my eye on. I thought it wasn't released until later this year, and then I happened to be looking at my, basically like the save for later list on Amazon, and it was saying like, oh, get this and you save 20% off the list price. Get it now for $15.99. I'm like, wait, it fucking released? What? But yeah, it had, and I was like, gotta get it, gotta go, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. And I have enjoyed what I have been able to play of it, which is nice. Moving on, though. Darksiders, War Mastered Edition. So, what can I say about Darksiders? Not a whole lot at the moment, because I haven't been able to play too much. But I do love the fact that I can play in the gamepad. That is a complete and utter bonus for my ass. Love that. Next up, and actually the last, I'm going to go with the digital games real quick, because I did buy 2 digital games last month, and then I'll go into the Vita games, because there are quite a few of these. But Shantae Half Genie Hero on the Switch, I couldn't fucking resist buying it again, okay? The game is fucking fantastic from what I've played. And when I thought about playing it on Switch, I was like, yes, 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 take my money, here you go, give me the game. And it's been fun. It has been a lot of fun playing it on the Switch. So there you go. And the other digital game I got was a PS4 game, and that is Amnesia Collection. This has the 3 Amnesia games all in one. I did wait for it to go on sale, which it did, and I paid like $8.99 for it. Good fucking price. But I got Amnesia, Dark Descent. The middle one I don't actually remember, and then there was the Machine for Pigs. I've started the Dark Descent, and God, is it nice! It's very creepy, and I love it. But yeah. Moving on to the Vita games, the last stack of games here. Ultra Despair Girls. Okay, technically it's Danganronpa, another episode of Ultra Despair Girls. So this is more like I think it was like a shooter or something. I haven't really been able to play it because of the fact that I haven't played the first Danganronpa game. I heard that it is major spoilers, so I was like, okay, I can't touch it yet. So, moving on. God Wars Future Past. This did release back in June, June 20th. I did pick it up like 2 days later. It's pretty nice. It is a strategy RPG. Bit challenging. I had some trouble getting through one of the first maps because you only have 3 characters, and then like if you have like 7 enemies, you're kind of thinking, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like real strategy. Like you really got to think about this, and I liked that. I did get killed a couple times, but that was fine. I was like, okay, go back in. I'll try it a different way. I'll try it this way instead of that way. I finally got pushed through, which made me very happy because I just like, oh, I wanted more of the game, and it is very beautiful. It is rich in fucking Japanese culture, and I love that so much. But yeah. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. So this is the Sly Cooper game made after, the 3 original games, obviously, but I'm just stating that. I think Sucker Punch made it, I think. I don't remember. I think it's Sucker Punch. But I do remember playing a little bit of the PS3 game, and it did feel like a traditional Sly Cooper game, which is very awesome, and I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to look forward to playing the Vita game. I have heard there are some slow loading times, but I'm not that mad about that stuff. I mean, I'm a pretty chill person. I try to be. So, if it takes a little while to load, that it is what it is. As long as it doesn't fucking freeze, I'm okay. So, despite me already owning the game on the PS4 and owning the Switch version, I had to fucking buy I Am Sasuma on the fucking Vita. Fucking fantastic. I love having it on the Vita. I already had it on the go, technically, because of the Switch version, but God, is it nice. That's weird. Okay, anyway. I had a hair that got caught in the case, which was really fucking weird. But it is all in Japanese, no English subtitles, so basically I'm glad that I already know the story. As far as the gameplay goes, I can figure that out. I can figure out where everything is, like, set up the same way the English version is, so it's not really that hard to understand. But I can pretty much adapt to the Japanese, like, learning how to play the game, so. Now, my only complaint about the Japanese version, not the Japanese version, sorry, the Vita version, is that the fucking thing, it freezes a lot, lags a lot, whenever you're in a battle, which pisses me off. Kinda. I mean, like, I'm okay with it, but it's more like it just slows it down, and I'm kind of not used to it. So if I'm used to it, I think it'd be better. It's just something I have to get used to. Moving on, Valkyrie Drive, Cooney? I don't know how to pronounce that one. But basically, this is made by the same developers of Senran Kagura, so you expect a lot of ass and boobs. Pretty much. I mean, just being honest with you guys. I do think it's a little more diverse than Senran Kagura, because you do have more tactic and what you can do in like battle, like doing special moves and all that shit. Or doing Oh, sorry. Doing certain moves, like pressing this button to do this instead of that, and blah blah blah. It's not a bad game. I've played 20 minutes. Pretty nice. I got through a first little bit of episode 1. So yeah. Um, Child of Light. I've heard great things about this. Unfortunately, I have not been able to sit down and play it yet. Mainly because I'm playing so many games, and I just have to. It just has to take a back burner, you know. But I have heard fantastic things. And I was very happy to pick up the Vita version. I've been looking at it for like the last 4 months, but for some odd reason, I couldn't convince myself to get it. And then when I finally did convince myself, of course, they sold the fucking game. And I was like, well, that fucking figures. But then they got it back in, so I wasn't that mad. Soul Sacrifice, and I did use the alternate art cover. Don't really have much of an opinion on this, mainly because I haven't been able to play it at all yet. More back burner game again. Sorry. Galgun Double Piece. Haven't tried this one either. Unfortunately, I did not get the misprint copy. If no one knows what that is, it had M on the front and E. I think it was like E or E10 on the back. I think it was E. I think it was just E. But I did not get a misprint copy, sadly. But that's a game where you have to I think you have to blow kisses at girls and get them to fall for you and blah blah blah. Haven't tried it yet. Looks really fucking interesting, but I haven't tried it yet. So yeah. And the last Vita game I want to talk about is something that I've technically bought 3 times already, but that is because I bought it for a friend and just a whole hoopla of things. But the reason I bought this again is the limited version came up on Amazon, the UK version, but it's still the limited and it has the art book, and I was like, that's really fucking nice. And then it was like $40, and I was like, that's really fucking nice. So obviously I jumped on it. I was like, give me the fucking game. Give me the game. I don't care if I've already bought it twice. Give me the game. So I ended up giving my other copy to a friend, which was, I loved whenever I have the chance to do something like that. So anyway, though, that is it for my game pickups for June. Look forward to July because I have got some really awesome stuff. If you want a sneak peek of July pickups, check out the video I did about Game Father pickups. That was awesome. But yeah. Anyway, though, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share my video. It does help me out as a small YouTuber. Catch you later. Peace out.